So I look up, wondering what the hell Ryan's doing, and then I see him do this.
I'm a certified mechanic. That's how you do it.
You know, it doesn't make sense to put it down somewhere.
Or what am I doing with the hammer?
Yeah.
Alright guys, welcome back to another Thirsty Thursday. I haven't done a real Thirsty Thursday in a while, but it's Thirsty Thursday here at Cherezian Racing. Got my hillbilly pit crew here who ain't so much a hillbilly anymore. Where'd all your hair go?
I had to cut it off, it was too hot.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I had to cut mine off about 3 months ago, getting too hot myself. Anyways, we just got finished racing the last video at Stockton Dirt Track, so we got some stuff we got to take care of here. You got to go ahead and fix your exhaust problem down there. I've got to pull the radiator out, and we had an overheating problem. So I'm going to go ahead and knock all the mud out of the radiator. And we also had a problem with the power steering belt flipping. I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, it's flipped. Oh, it flipped in the main. But we have this problem with the belt flipping, and I'm thinking that maybe the water pump is slipping a little bit when the belt flips, and that might be causing some of the overheating problems. So I might have to shim that power steering pump over a little more. I don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and just mess around with it. So if you look in here, where each ear is a big old pocket.
Yeah.
And there's no padding at all.
Huh.
So if you can fit those in there, what we're doing is when we put the new exhaust on the car, we freed up some bald eagles under the hood, and that's for dang sure. I could feel some more horsepower underneath that carburetor. But the problem is, we run the stacks, as you guys know, and we pop a lot of flames out. It looks cool and all, but it's right there next to my right ear. So I was definitely able to tell the car is a lot louder, and it's almost too loud for me. Kind of was hurting my right ear. So I was thinking about somehow muffling the sound, and he said he had these old PC headphones that, oh, they're not wireless, they just have the port right there. We're thinking about somehow trying to get these in the helmet, like maybe modify them, cut them up, and just run the wire up and around. But we just plugged them into our rugged radio up there, and it works pretty good. They're a lot louder than the other ones I tried out. So we're hoping that that kind of cures the loud noise problem, and will make me hear the receiver a little better. All right, we're rednecking. I think that's what you call it. Got a little something in here. So, as per request, Milos sweet tea. Can you model this, please, Mrs.?
I will.
Very nice.
Milos.
So, I'd say probably 80% of people out there recommended this one.
More than 80.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So, my buddy Hillbilly Jack, you guys know him as DJ Jack, went to Walmart and picked me up this gallon. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot and see if it's worth all the hype. It was expired?
It's expired.
You know, whatever.
It's fine. It's tea.
He just gave it to me this week, so I don't know how bad it could be.
Production day.
We'll see. My expectations are high. Yes, I'm gonna put ice in it. Iced tea, I get it.
I was wondering what you had that ice ready for.
I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, wasn't that good or whatever. You didn't like it because you didn't have ice in it. So here we go.
Now people are going to say you didn't like it because you had ice in it.
All right, I'll try it both ways. All right, so I'm having to build another little bracket here. I kind of just tack weld this stuff in for now, but I didn't have time to actually go ahead and weld it all up. So I'm gonna have to add one more little bracket here because it kind of was bone in the middle, and that's to support the front nose. All right, here we go.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. Where'd the ice go?
It's in there.
Oh, it's just sunk to the bottom?
Yep. It has a lot of flavor.
Ooh, gosh dang. That is good.
Oh wow, I really didn't think he was going to think it's sweet enough. It's good though.
It's not as sweet as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was
But
gonna be
it's got
sweeter.
flavor. It's
No,
not like...
it tastes like actual black tea, not like water. It's good.
No, it's not just all sugar either. There's like actually some good
There's
taste in
flavor, yeah.
it. And I was reading this thing, and it said there's only 3 ingredients in there. Just
sugar and
yeah,
diabetes.
ingredients. Diabetes. Pretty much, yeah. Filtered water, cane sugar, and tea.
Yeah. The
Take
fact
it
that
all there.
sugar is before tea, there's more sugar than there is tea
I'm gonna
in
go
that.
with an 8 out of 10 on that one.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
This is like on par with almost Bojangles, I think. Almost.
Almost, yeah. I think
Pretty
Bojangles
close.
is a little sweeter. That's it.
What are you doing here?
I'm scratching all the orange off. I was gonna say yellow.
Yellow. So what I forgot is when we painted this, paint don't stick to this plastic. And I have, I think it's All-Star that makes it. It's a spray can, and you got to hit where you want to paint first, and then it'll stick to it. But we didn't do that. Wasn't really thinking about it, and it just comes right off. Like she was peeling it off like it was a sticker.
Easier than a sticker.
I was gonna say it's
Pretty
easier.
much.
Yeah.
So she's scraping it all off. We're gonna start from scratch and put the stripes back
There's
on it.
some pieces that are wet though.
Well, they'll dry.
Crazy. It's been a week.
They'll dry.
You tell RTV is his favorite tool to use.
Look at how happy he is. And then when he seals it off.
Look at that. Here, you want me to hit it here too?
Hit basically anywhere there's bare wire.
A little protection, a little insurance from my dad.
Yep.
What you drinking there?
Orange juice.
Yeah, what else is in there?
Just orange juice. I made it myself.
Ooh.
There's orange
Just
juice,
orange juice?
tangerines, lemons, and limes. There's nothing in there.
There's nothing in there. There's no vodka.
No, I don't like vodka.
What kind of Fixie Thursday is this, huh?
No
Not
tequila in there?
No tequila.
Put a splash
My
of
channel's
sour-
going downhill. Non-alcoholic beverages.
You put some.
What are we doing here?
My savior.
Oh yeah, this tire. I had to patch plug this tire.
You cleaned it.
That's
too.
off of a certain Honda. Because this girl right here likes to drive through all kinds of construction sites and fix up all kinds of nails and,
One
and
nail.
screws. That actually was a screw.
Oh.
He's down there welding up his mufflers that came off. Guess the weld broke after the main. Taking a little break here. Watching a tire change go on. You're spinning that thing real fast.
I didn't do arms today, so it's not sore.
All right. So got these little tabs welded up a little better. I'm about to pull this radiator out. See what we can get out of this radiator here. I'd say it's a little plugged. All right, guys, it's finally Friday, as George Jones says. So went ahead and got these pulleys a little bit more situated. I went ahead and shimmed that power steering pump back a little bit. We're gonna try that out and see how that works out. I just had to replace this switch. This is the old one, and it wasn't working anymore. This is a water pressure switch, and I like running these just in case you get in a wreck or something. You don't know if you have a pinhole in the radiator. You don't know if you maybe cut your lower radiator hose. So you want to monitor your water pressure, because the water temperature gauge doesn't read air. So if you lose all your water in your radiator and cooling system, you're not going to read you're overheating big time. So I like running these guys. Just replaced it. I put a little bit of RTV. I'm kind of going RTV crazy in this video, trying to protect everything and hopefully prevent that corrosion from happening again. And I just pulled the thermostat out, because I usually only run the thermostat in the winter months when I can't get the car up to operating temperature. So I pulled that out, and then this is something I want to show you guys that I run in my upper radiator hose. I kind of forgot the name of this, but basically it's just a radiator filter, and you will be surprised at how much stuff this thing catches coming out of the motor going into the radiator. So you don't want to be plugging up a radiator, run one of these guys. They're like 40 bucks, but it's worth it. What's a radiator cost? Like 200, 300 bucks, so 40 bucks, and I've had this, I think, since like 2013, so it's lasted me a long time. Anyways, I'm gonna keep on knocking the mud out of the radiator now, and I got a little more welding to do on just some of these bracings for the nose and whatnot. So I'm gonna get to it. Ooh, the UPS guy just showed up, and I just started opening up this package, and I saw it's from Laura Well. I think this is from one of the viewers, Larry Well. I'm about to find out. See what he sent us. Oh, I see some hats. Let's check this bad boy out. Ryan, hope you all enjoy these hats that I made for you and your Hillbilly Pit Crew, and wear them proudly as a gift from Well & Sons Racing. Keep doing your thing your way. All is good. Stay safe, my friend. Hammer down. Hope to meet you soon. Well & Sons Racing. Let me know when you get this. All right. Thanks, Larry. Let's check out these hats. Ooh, these things kind of look cool. Got some flames on them. Dang. Oh, there's Lydia. What? Got names on here? Eric. Oh, shoot. Greg. Ryan. Dang. Thanks, Larry. Super Truck 12. Got some crew hats. I love it. I'm just blown away on how many people out there are 90%ers and can relate to us. So I really appreciate it. Thank you, Larry. And thank you everybody out there who's a subscriber, who's supporting us, commenting, and leaving us well wishes. I really appreciate it. Anything from a sweet tea recommendation to sending us stuff like this, I just cannot believe it. So if you guys want to send us stuff, send me an email, supertruckarmo12@gmail.com. I'm just blown away by this. So thank you again, Larry. Pretty dang cool. I'm sure that everybody's gonna like these hats. Badass. All right. I'm not joking, you guys. I just spent 2 hours with this pocket screwdriver trying to flatten out all these little fins in here. A lot of them are knocked flat, so I'm trying to give myself every last little bit of cooling so I don't have to overheat it anymore. The cooling system and making sure all the water's in the radiator, and I've always had a little bit of a stumble with this motor and this carburetor on it, so I kind of went to fooling around with it a little bit, and I changed the squirters from a 28 to a 37 on both the primaries and the secondary. I'm gonna let you guys listen to this thing. This thing has some response now. It's loud, I know. Man, I'm telling you, that 355 or 360, whatever it is, with 3.5 seasons on it, sounds dang good now with the carburetor all tuned up. So I'm really excited to go out there and give it a shot and see what it's going to do on the track. I'm going to erase some stuff here because we did some stuff last night. Got the power steering pump all shimmed up. Nothing else really, actually. That's it. All right. Red, white, and blue. Great song. One of my favorite Leonard Skinner songs, Red, White, and Blue. By the time this video gets posted, 4th of July will have come and gone for you guys. I just want to say happy 4th, happy birthday, America. Greatest country in the world. I'm happy to be here. I'm sure you guys are too if you guys are watching from another country. Sorry, but we got it pretty dang good here in America. Anyways, I just cut this guy out, and I'm going to go ahead and support this brace a little better for the right front. Weld it on up and kind of do the same thing over there in the left front. Put some kind of brace in here because it needs a little more than what it's got. All right, so I got these guys all welded up nice and strong on both sides. That'll support the nose so I don't fall down after a couple rough nights at Petaluma or whatever. So that's what I'm doing. I'm about to get the roof on. What are you doing over here?
I am looking for stuff to do on our trip.
Trip. That's right. We're going to a family reunion in basically southwest Minnesota, and we're making a trip out of it. We're going for a week at the end of this month, so we're leaving on the 30th, and we're going to be there until August 9th. So basically a whole week, and we're going to do what we normally do, and that's go and see a bunch of races. So if you guys are in the area, basically we're going to be going a pretty good distance, anywhere from eastern South Dakota, southeast South Dakota. We're going to go to Miller Central Speedway. Huh?
Northwest Iowa.
Northwest Iowa, and like I said, southwest Minnesota. We're going to be in that area going to some races. Miller Central, I think, is in South Dakota. We're going to go to a couple other tracks in northern Iowa, like Clay County Speedway and maybe Buena Vista. So if you guys are in that area, give us a shout, give us a comment, let us know what to do in the area. If you guys are around, maybe we can meet up, do a normal thing. We're just going to be having a good time on vacation. So that's what we're going to be doing in a couple weeks from now, coming up real soon, now that we're in July. All right, guys, we just took a little detour. Made a little road trip out here to wine country. What is that? You guys know what that is. That's the shirts. Got about 85 blank shirts in there, and finally getting them printed on. So soon they'll be out ready to buy. Small through extra large. They're gonna be $19.99, and then we have 2X's, 3X's, and 5X's. Those are gonna be a couple bucks more, so probably like $22.99. But finally getting this done. It's taken a long time to find somebody that will do them. So I tried a little Milos and vodka. Anyways, it's been a long time since I've been on here. It's been a couple weeks actually. Didn't intend to have it like that, but this roof really kind of did a number on me. So it's all done. Yes, I know it's got a lot of flaws, and no, I don't like the way it looks, but unfortunately, when I tried to use the English wheel over there, the English wheel makes it like you're rolling out a pizza, the pizza dough, and you're rolling it, and let's say that instead of you making it a circle, it turns into like maybe like a oval or something, and instead of crumpling it back up and restarting, you can't do that with stretched metal. So I had to just kind of work it back as best I possibly could, but it's done for now. I think when I put the stripes on and the stickers, you won't notice as much flaws. I think I'm going to put a big old 12 on top to really kind of mask it. But anyways, that portion is done. Gonna get ahead and do the sides, the B pillars and stuff, hopefully tomorrow, and have that done. But sorry it's been so long. But since we started this video, the shirts have started. The guy messaged me today and he said that he's got the printer fired up and he's getting those things cranked out, so it should be anytime now. And I'll let you guys know, and we're gonna do a free t-shirt raffle and all that. And then also the schedule really got messed up, so we don't know when our next race is going to be. I'm thinking we're going to race somewhere in August. I just haven't figured out when and where at. But basically what happened is the local track around here canceled a lot of the races because they weren't getting enough support, and it was Stockton, which was my favorite track, so it's kind of a bummer. So we're going to go ahead and pull this Stockton gear out one of these days and put that on the side for a long time until we go back there in hopefully November. So we're gonna do our normal thing here. Got some more tire work to do. I'm gonna put a tube in this tire that we had a flat on the right front from the last race, and do a couple more knick-knack things, get the body braced all up, things like that. Our rivets that go through the nose here were coming out, so we put some backing washers on them. I had to basically redo almost all of them. This thing's finally coming down off the jack stands the first time in a couple of weeks. Gonna pull it outside and get rid of this freaking mess we have in here. Take a little better look at the roof. A little fumey in here. Alright, look at this mess. Gonna get it cleaned up. Okay, we got a nice little floor here going. You can probably eat off it.
Good enough.
I'm working on putting a tube in, so if you guys are a 90%er, you know that it's hard throwing away a brand new, almost brand new tire with a pinhole in it, so you use a tube. But what I've found is the only way I've ever been able to use a tube successfully is when you use a tube with the bead lock. Because what happens is these valve stems like to snap off the tube because the tire actually rotates on the rim if it's not a bead lock. So if you get a bead lock, it locks the tire down, it don't spin, you don't have the problem with the valve stem, but you still have to be really careful. So what I do is I go over the whole entire rim with my hand, and if you feel any rest spots, take a grinder, grind it down, because what that's going to do is that tube's going to move a little bit back and forth, and it's going to rub a hole right through the tube. So I'm going around and feeling anything like little splatter weld like this. I'm gonna take that guy right off, get that nice and smooth, and then I've actually gone as far as going in here and buffing the tire, but I'm not gonna do it this one. This one's not that rough in here. The American Racer's a little more rough, so I did that on that one. But you wanna make sure this is all cleaned up. There's no high spots or anything, nothing poking out like a piece of wire or cord or something. And then I use a whole lot of baby powder. Just totally coat the inside of the tire with baby powder, the tube itself, and the rim. And the tubes that I found that actually work, I've never had a problem popping, are the Mickey Thompson tubes. And yeah, I know they're expensive, they're like 70, 80 bucks, but if you can use that tube in multiple tires, it saves you money in the long run. And they got the valve stems that have the screw-on caps, so you can really lock it down pretty good. So I'm gonna give that guy a shot. What happened was this tire had a little hole right here in the sidewall, so I glued it up a little bit and smoothed it out on the inside. And this will be a left rear tire. I don't know about running this on the right rear or the right front. Probably won't work with the tube, but the left side tires should work fine. Well, you know, it is what it is. You can see a little bit of the wavy effect that the English wheel gave it. But the big thing here is I made it a little bit higher. So I marked the old visor and it came way down to here. And I was able to see basically over the nose, and that was about it. I really couldn't see up. Like, you know, if somebody was up high on the high side, couldn't see them at all. So got more visibility, which is huge. And, you know, whatever. I think a little bit of paint and a sticker or two, you won't be able to really tell. So tomorrow I'm gonna get the B-pillars and stuff figured out. And whatever, just put it behind me. Is what it is. All right, so once you get all three components baby powdered way up, also, if you run out of baby powder, you can use a foot powder here. Same kind of deal. But anyways, once you think you have enough in there, add a little more. A little more, never hurt. And then go ahead and mate them all together. Make sure that if your valve stem is on the side, that the portion of the tube that has the valve stem on that side goes in there. Because if you put it opposite, it'll rip the freaking valve stem right out of it. Nice and cold. Kind of forgot I put it in there.
No, I put it in.
You did? I thought about it, and then it ended up in there. I figured it was me. Oh yeah. Thursday yet again. This time with Milos. Okay, once you guys fill it up, or me in this case, first thing to do, once you get the bead popped and you got about, I don't know, 20 pounds in it, pull all the air back out. This will let the tube reset itself and relax and go where it actually wants to go the next time you fill it up. Alright, filling this guy up for the second time. This is something that you want to do after every race, just to relax the tube and bring it back to a neutral position before you go ahead and run it again. So this baby's ready to go. That little slice in the sidewall is looking good with that glue that holds it up. I used Seal All. Comes in a little. Okay, so I got these pieces back here after I used the sheet metal brake on them, and I went ahead and I shrunk them a little bit. So I give this little edge in there, and then I took my shrinkers and shrank them to get a little bend in it. And I'm pretty happy the way it turns out. So I got this piece, and I gotta make one more piece here, and then the right side will be done. And we ran into a little problem. So seeing it's been taking so long to get this roof done, I've had the sheet metal laying out here in the sun. Apparently that's a no-no because this plastic does not want to come off anymore. It's really brittle. So if you guys have any kind of recommendations on an easier way to get this stuff off, because it's a real pain in the butt. Just kind of shrivels up and falls apart. Tried the heat gun too. So if you guys know any easy way to get this stuff off, let me know in the comments. Stay waiting around, excuse me, way too long. And a lot of you guys have been asking what's going on and if I'm okay and everything. So I appreciate all the concern out there, but just have not really been doing enough as much as I'd like to be doing. So this is pretty much the final step in getting this roof done. So this should be real kind of smooth from here on out. But seeing that there's no racing, this coming weekend I'm going to be going and doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be going up to the mountains with my cousin and doing some of the off-roading trails and like rock crawling. He's got a pretty nice lifted Toyota truck with 42-inch tires on it. So if you guys are into the big lifted truck kind of scene and rock crawling, that might be the video for you guys. I figured I'd just do something because no racing really kind of sucks. But I appreciate y'all watching as usual and sticking around with us. And basically taking this journey with us in this long process of doing the body, but it's real close, and it's gonna look real good when it's all done, even though the roof is kind of jacked up, but we'll get past that. So if it's bent, it's not broken. You guys know the deal. We'll see you next time, guys. Also, lastly, you guys let us know if you're in this area July 31st through August 8th. You let us know. Maybe we can find somewhere to stop and get a drink or something on our vacation. South Dakota, Iowa, Nebraska, Minnesota.